Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. My name is Falko from Groovekiste in Germany. Thanks MikesLessons.com for having me as a guest educator here on this channel. I can't be more proud than right now. So what we're going to take a look today at is a really cool swing, jive, and rock and roll groove you just heard, the one I did to that phenomenal intro song that you're all going to be able to play and jam to in the near future if you're passionate about swing, as I am. Always puts a smile on my face, at least. We're going to take a look at the right cymbal. We are going to take a look at the hi-hat, the bass drum, and we're going to check out that snare drum pattern I did in the beginning groove. So you guys ready? Then let's dive into the world of triplets with me as we start with the right pattern and the hi-hat foot. To get started easy, like an easy way to start off this whole groove, would be counting out triplets loud, doing a quarter note pulse on the right cymbal, and getting your left foot on the backbeat, which is 2 and 4. We'll do that with a click to give you an idea. Hi, Juno. We give you an idea with the click, like where to start. I usually would say a good point to start this groove is at like 60, 65. So today we're going to do this in 65 beats per minute. So here's your click track, and 1 bar of click, and then it's me counting out loud, playing the quarters on the right, and the backbeat on the hi-hat. Here we go. Oh, that is crushing my ears. Here we go. Okay, it's 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. So I was trying to be like really quiet, leave the microphone on so you can hear me counting. And now we're going to add some more notes to that right cymbal pattern, because there are 2 notes missing, as you heard in the beginning. I'm sure you all did. We're going to add the 2 and the 4 and the to the right cymbal, which would sound like this. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 1 and 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the. So this gives you an idea how the actual right and hi-hat pattern is going to sound like. Let's do this with the click in 65 beats per minute. Here we go. 1 bar of click, and then it's on. So that's the basic pattern you need for the right cymbal and the hi-hat. Now what we're going to do, we're going to add the bass drum to the groove. It's really important, but you don't want to get like a Green Day stadium rock bass drum like that. It's way too loud. You want to keep it like really soft, adding a quarter note pulse with that bass drum. Imagine you have like an upright bass and you're supporting that bass line. You go boom, ka-doom, boom, ka-doom, boom, ka-doom, boom, ka-doom. I wish I could play upright bass, but I can't. But I can play a soft bass drum. That's what I did right now. So we're going to add that to the groove, including the click. Here we go. Once we got that mastered, it's time to bring in the snare to the game. We put the snare on 2 and 4. That's no big deal because we're already dealing with the hi-hat on 2 and 4. So they're basically teaming up and go on 2 and 4. That's what we do. Here's the click, and here we go. So this will pretty much be your basic version of the groove. But as you heard in the beginning, there was this little snare pattern going on, keeping the train on the track, like gives it some spice, like Mike would say. And we're going to check out that pattern right now. It's 6 strokes in total in one measure. They go on 1 and da. Then we have the backbeat on 2, and it's the 2 and da. It's the 3 and da, backbeat on 4, and the 4 and da. So to give you an idea of the pulse, we're going to turn on that click again and getting the hi-hat already inside the groove to give you an idea what that sounds like. OK, here we go. So what you just heard was just a basic snare pattern. There were no dynamics at all. But we want to add some dynamics to get the backbeat, just to get that light on the backbeat on 2 and 4, let's say. Would sound something like this. That's your basic snare pattern. Don't give up on that one. Yeah. Thank you, the mic. That was your basic snare pattern. Don't get mad on this one. This is going to take some time to get that mastered and get it like inside your right pattern and the hi-hat and the bass drum. We're going to try like a slow version as we did to the click, 65 beats per minute, what it sounds like in total. All right? Here we go. All right, so what we just did, that was the whole groove. I'm going to play like in the outro version, like in a few seconds. There's one more good advice I got over the years as still being a student of learning how to master this great instrument. You always have to learn stuff like this to the right music. Find some tunes in your speed and learn this groove while playing it to music. Get the feel of the original drummer and try to master his feel. Then put in your own spice and get that groove done. Don't give up. It's a hard thing. If you already know how to play like any binary stuff, this swing stuff will drive you crazy for sure. But it's all worth. Give it a try and be passionate about swing. There's nothing wrong with a good Chicago shuffle or whatever. So a few more things. You could orchestrate that groove around the kit. You don't have to play it that way, like keeping the right hand on the right cymbal and left foot on 2 and 4 and whatever. An easy way to master that one would be leave the foot out on 2 and 4. Just open the hi-hat a tiny bit. Give it that dirty, sizzling sound and go like this. That could be an option. If you want to do the Jailhouse Rock, for example, which everybody knows by Johnny Cash. No, I'm just kidding. You know, the Jailhouse Rock would be put the right hand on the rim, and then it sounds like this. So these are just a few ideas of how you can orchestrate that groove around the kit. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, because I'd be more than happy to show you this stuff, because it was hard for me to dive in. But as I'm playing like in a swing band, it's more fun to do than anything else. I can promise you that, even as it's hard to get it done. But I'm going to play like a short outro version, and maybe we have some time for questions even after that. Just a few more options how you can, like get this groove to a good sound. To a good sounding like backing track, which I got. Thanks, Mike, for that one. So I'm going to get that iPad working for myself. Does it? It does. It's great. It's great. It's not always like this. That's why I keep trying to do it. So I hope you had fun with this one. Here's the outro for my lesson. And then if you have any questions, don't hesitate. like for more of this crazy stuff, my Instagram is @groovekiste, just as spelled on the shirt. So I'd be more than happy to show you more stuff and see you guys in the future soon. Thanks very much for tuning in.
That's a wrap!
Nicely done.